Welcome to Zangt in the east of Belgium for the penultimate round of the 2018 Jobfixers Belgian Rally Championship. This is the East Belgian Rally and this could be the deciding round of the 2018 season. There's a title fight going on between this man, the reigning champion Vincent Verschuren, and his season-long competitor Chris Prinsen, both driving Skoda Fabia R5. Vincent Verschuren is the first on the narrow but quick roads of the East Belgian Rally.
Moeilijke proeven, mooi weer.
Yeah, difficult stages, nice weather though. But everything or nothing today, especially for me and for Chris. You can't make a mistake here. Yeah, you have to drive closer to the limit as usual, and there is no margin of error here. So you can't take too many risks, but you have to go quickly, nevertheless. Here's Chris Prinsen. Since only 6 results count on the 9 rounds, if Prinsen wins here, he takes his second Belgian rally title. He has already won 3 rounds this year. And Prinsen sets the fastest time in the second stage.
Mij interesseert alleen de eerste of tweede plaats.
Yeah, I'm only interested in the first or second place, otherwise I can't score any more points, and Vincent has to win. So it's pretty easy, we have to go flat out, and that's the only thing we can do. Here's Herman Kobus, the Dutchman. He did some Belgian rallies in the past, but it's been a while now. But since the East Belgian Rally is a round of the Dutch Championship as well, he's here and he could become the Dutch champion here. Sebastian Bedere and Thomas Walbrecht, the youngsters from Skoda Belgium. Trying to keep up with the more experienced riders in the beginning, and that works out well. Yeah, it goes quickly here. Yes, go very quickly here. There's a nice way to make progress because we're fighting with the best there is at the moment. Here's Adrien Fernimont. He says the quickest time in the opening stage of the rally. Fernimont has been the only driver this year almost to be able to compete with Verschuren and Prinsen.
Gauche 30 mini égale bientôt frais, piège pour gauche ferme 70 mini tard, couvre égale frais.
Ouais, c'est sûr que ça va vite.
Yeah, it goes very quickly here. We take a bit of an advantage in the first stage, but we're only third in the second, and we dropped to third overall as well. So that's a nice way to compete here. Here's Cedric Charin, also with the Skoda Fabia R5. He has a difficult start to the rally. He's only in 7th after 2 stages. Not such a good start then for Charin. Here's one of the Demivius brothers, Quilin, in the Skoda Fabia R5. In 5th after the opening 2 stages, and this is his brother in the new Citroën C3.
Ouais, on est assez content. On n'est pas ici.
Yeah, we're pretty happy here. We're not really here to make a result, but we have to get used to the car. It's pretty new to us, but we had some opening good stages. We have to make a lot of progress though with the car. We're not really here to get a result, so it's pretty good to be among the front runners right now. I'm feeling pretty good. So it's a good start of the rally. Demivius, who's in 4th, and this is Paul Alita. He was the Belgian Rally Championship 30 years ago with this exact car, and now he wants to do it again in the historic championship.
Ja, dus we staan aan de leiding.
Yeah, we're leading the championship here. So we're doing calmly because we have to get to the finish. I'm not really used with these stages here. Now we try to go a bit quicker, but I'm not feeling entirely safe here. He's one of the other historic competitors in the 38 Ascona. Michael Kuchis leading the historic rankings at the beginning of the rally. This is Thibaut Mazin competing in the Pirelli Junior Belgian Championship. Championship leader Munster is not here. So there's a chance for the boys behind to score some important points. Mazin is in second after 2 stages, just in front of Niels Reinvoet with the Ford Fiesta. But is this man, Tobias Bruls, the local hero, who's leading the rankings after 4 stages?
Super feeling im Auto.
Yeah, I'm feeling very good in the car. I had 4 quickest times at the 4 first stages. I can't wish for any better. Here's Tim van Parijs, one of the favourites in the GT competition with his Porsche. Always spectacular Van Parijs. He takes the early lead, but then in the 3rd stage he makes a mistake and the radiator of his Porsche is pierced, and that is the retirement, unfortunately, for Van Parijs. That means that Johan Dekens can gain a spot, and he's in second after 4 stages. But this man is leading, the new GT champion and multiple Belgian champion overall, Patrick Snijers.
Maar het gaat heel hard.
It's going very quickly here. We're trying to get into the rhythm, but I know the R5s are quicker than us. It's difficult to follow them. I think we're 8th, 9th right now. Unfortunately, Timothy made a mistake. I don't know really what happened, but he had his radiator pierced, so he probably went off. Yeah, that just a bit of pressure away, but we're trying to win the GT category, and we tried to gain some spots overall as well. I think we're 8th or 9th right now. If we can gain 1 or 2, it could be good.
Yves Maas, eerste jaar in de rally.
Yves Maas, the first year's rally sponsoring, he must be very happy with the title. No, I didn't expect this. We had a good success, a great season. Great driver as well. A very return on this? Yes, a lot of reactions on social media and all, Facebook and all. It's very good. Mistake there by Steve Matera in the Skoda Fabia R5, and he's being caught by Patrick Snijers right now. Going very quickly in the Porsche. Matera in 16th after 4 stages, and another mistake here. Lacks plenty of experience on these roads, Matana. And it shows, but he's still in the rally though. Here's Alain Litt, one of the 17 R5 cars at the start. Not such a good start for Litt in his Fiesta R5. He's only in 21st after the opening loop of 4 stages. Back to the front then, this is Dutchman Bob de Jong, one of the competitors for the Dutch Championship. He's in 9th overall. And he's right behind his main competitor, Herman Kobus. There's only 10 seconds between the 2 Dutchmen. Cedric Charin trying to make up ground. It's not easy. It's a very competitive field here in the East Belgian Rally. Guylain de Mévieux is in 6th, 21 seconds behind the leader only. And just in front of Guylain de Mévieux is his younger brother Guillaume, the driver of the RACB national team, getting acquainted with the Citroën C3. Sébastien Bedré sets his first fastest time of the rally in the 4th stage. Good result for the youngster.
50, droite 93, pour un gauche 92, sur un arrière droite derrière îlot. Et 50, droite 42, rigole à fond, gravier.
T'es vraiment près aussi de Chris.
Very close to Vincent and Chris as well. Yeah, we're very close, and we try to remain close as well, because it's a good way to learn and to make progress when you can learn from these boys. Adrian Furnemore was leading after 1 stage. Now he's dropped to 3rd, but is only 1.6 seconds behind the leader after 4 stages. So there's everything to go for.
C'est pas mal après 4 spéciales.
Yeah, it's not bad after 4 stages. We're in 3rd, but we're only a good rhythm. We don't try to push too hard, because there's still a long way to go. We're happy. Chris Pinson one of the 4 drivers who set the fastest time on the 4 first stages. And he's in second for the moment, 4 tenths behind the leader.
Gaat vooruit. Het is niet alleen Vessel.
Yeah, it's going very hard here. It's not only Vincent and I, there's other drivers going with us, as I had predicted. So we have to find another more tenths, because it's impossible to find a complete second, I think. I'm having fun. Having fun, Vincent Verschuren as well. Needs to beat Princeton here if he wants to retain his Belgian title in the Jobfixers Belgian Rally Championship. Sets 1 fastest time in the opening loop. And he's leading after 4 stages with 4 tenths of a second in hand.
Het is zo gewaagd aan elkaar, denk ik.
It's very close. Who doesn't make a mistake and has a bit of luck, who could win here. And these are the standings after 4 stages. Verschuren leading from Princeton, Fernand Bedouin and Guillaume de Mévius. And there's good behavior from the spectators in the East Belgian Rally.
Bah écoute, j'ai vu le public bien positionné.
Yeah, I've seen the fans here. They're very well placed here. They respect the rules. You always have to respect the rules and the stewards. So it's going very well here.
On a vu les gens bien mis aujourd'hui.
Does it make a difference for a driver if you see that the spectators are in safety? Well, normally when they're in safety you don't pay too much attention to it. It's only when they're in the wrong place then you're a bit sad, but it's okay here. The end of the first loop, back in the service park, trying to adapt the cars to the roads and go even quicker. We'll see the next part of the East Belgian Rally after the break. Back in Zandvoort for the East Belgian Rally, the penultimate round of the Jobfixers Belgian Rally Championship. There's a round of the M Cup as well. We just saw Wim Mulweg, who's in third, and this is Frankie Boula, the freshly crowned Belgian champion in the M Cup after the previous round in the Brusselaar. But he's in second here behind Dutchman Mats van den Brand, who has been quick all year. In the junior rankings, Thibaut Mazin has dropped to third now. But it's a close fight with Niels Reinvoet in the Ford Fiesta. After 8 stages, there's only 2 seconds separating them. But the man dominating the junior rankings is this Tobias Bruls with co-driver Armani Hebb. They're really dominating the event here. And that's a mistake for Cedric Cherin. And it looks like he's stuck there.
Nous avons fait
Yeah, we made a slight mistake. We missed a braking point, and then we got stuck. It took us 6 minutes to get going again. So the rally hadn't started well. Now the rally is completely over, but that's we know that can happen. It's all part of the game. Is that Steve Matana trying to make up for lost ground? He's up to 14th after 8 stages. Herman Kobis is winning the duel of the Dutchman. Now almost has half a minute in hand over Bob de Jong, even though he made a small mistake here. Fortunately, he was aware of it just in time. Only lost a handful of seconds. Guillaume de Mévius still trying to get into the top 5, but it's very hard.
Avant gauchis pour un T, droite 92, moins stick légère, corps de gravier. Gas.
Small mistake there from de Mévius. Costs him a couple of seconds. That means he's 22 seconds behind the Pavatax Skoda Fabia of Sebastian Bedore now. It's fighting a hard fight with Guillaume de Mévius for 4th position. Only the second rally with the Citroën C3 for Guillaume de Mévius. He did one in the French Gravel Championship. In trouble for Vincent Verschuren. He can't find the pace of the first loop and he's losing ground quickly.
We zijn blijkbaar de enige die traag
We're the only drivers who are slower than the first loop. I don't know the cause of that. We have to check here in service. Maybe there's something with the mapping or something. We don't know. Verschuren drops to 3rd, 8.5 seconds behind the leader. Means Adrien Fernemont is up to 2nd now.
Ouais, ça marche pas mal. 2 secondes.
Yeah, it goes up pretty good with 2.5 behind Chris. It's good to spice up the fight for the title as well, because they're really fighting at 100%, I think, and it's nice to be among them. So Chris Prinsen is now leading, only 4 stages away from a second Belgian title in the Jobfixers Belgian Rally Championship.
Hoe zit het met de stress eigenlijk?
How are the stress levels? Because you have plenty of experience, of course. Oh, it's pretty okay at the moment, because we have to focus very hard and we have to drive very hard. There's no point in getting stressed, but the club is just thinking how we can get quicker. But the closer we can get to the end, maybe the stress level could get worse. And these are the standings after 8 of the 12 stages. Prinsen leading with 2.4 in a hand over Fernemont. Then Verschuren dropped to 10.8. De Mévius in 4th and Bedouin 5th. Final 4 stages of the East Belgian Rally could be deciding for the Jobfixers Belgian Rally Championship. In the M Cup, the victory goes to Mats van den Brandt, the Dutchman. Paul Elita finishes in 2nd in the historic championship, but that's enough to grab the historic Belgian Rally title with the same car that he took to the Belgian Rally title 30 years ago. But the win in the historic was this man, Gino Bux, in his first rally in 3 years, the former driver of the RACB national team. And the Karen Burton Ford Escort takes the historic win. And then it's the deciding 4 stages in the junior rankings. Niels Rijnvoet finishes in 2nd. Nothing he could do against Tobias Bruls. Tobias Bruls with co-driver Armani Hepp winning the junior rankings here, the Pirelli junior rankings in the East Belgian Rally.
Je pense c'est une victoire.
I think it's a better win than the previous one, than the one of last year.
C'est vraiment. J'ai pas des mots pour
I can't really find the words to describe this. And you take 8 points for 8 best times. Yeah, that means now we're 3rd in the championship. We're only a couple of points behind Delay now in the Belgian championship for the Pirelli Junior Championship. So anything is still possible in the final round at the Condros. And the Rodania watches for the winners in the Pirelli Junior Championship. Sebastian Bedouin makes a mistake in the final loop, so he doesn't finish, but he still gets 3 fastest times, so he could be happy. Cedric Chirin tries to make up for lost ground and finishes in 11th. Bit of a disappointing rally for Chirin. This is the Skoda of Steve Fernandez, who finishes in 8th. Great rally for him. And Patrick Sneyes takes 7th overall. Great result again for the GT champion. And he's in 3rd in the overall standings of the Jobfixers Belgian Rally Championship. Here's Gilad Demevius, who finishes in 5th after the retirement of Bedore. And here's Vincent Verschuren. He gave it all in the last loop, but he made a small mistake in the final stage, and that means he doesn't even finish on the podium. He drops to 4th and he loses his Belgian rally title. He still will finish 2nd in the standings of the Jobfixers Belgian Rally Championship though. Great result for Guillaume Demevius in his first Belgian rally with the Citroën C3. Finishes on the podium. Adrian Furnemore still fighting for that win in the East Belgian Rally. He takes 5 seconds in the penultimate stage. He could get closer to Chris Prinsen. But those stages in the dark really seem to fit Prinsen. And he takes a final scratch in the final stage to put the icing on the cake for his 2nd rally title in the Jobfixers Belgian Rally Championship. His previous title was in 1999, driving a Formula 2 Renault Megane Maxi. But this title, he can savor it. He fought for it whole year long, and this is his 4th win of the year.
Ja, fantastisch hè. We wisten als we hier wonnen
It's great, absolutely great. We knew if we won here we would be champion. But they make it easy, not only Vincent but the others as well. Adrian came close as well. So we made no mistakes until the end, and yeah, we did it. So congratulations to Chris Prinsen and co-driver Bram Eelbode on getting the 2018 title in the Jobfixers Belgian Rally Championship. So these are the final standings of the East Belgian Rally. Prinsen wins it from Adrian Furnemore. Guillaume Demevius finishes in 3rd. Verschuren drops to 4th in the final stage, and Gilad Demevius takes 5th. Standings in the Jobfixers Belgian Rally Championship. Prinsen wins it. Impossible for Verschuren to reclaim the title. Snares and Furnemore will decide who will finish 3rd in the final round. So champagne for the winners. And our next round, the final round of the Jobfixers Belgian Rally Championship, is the Conrose Rally at the beginning of November. See you then.